Hello, this is Dr. Danish. Welcome to your science class. Today my topic of discussion is sexual reproduction in plants. Actually, before starting this topic, the sexual reproduction in plant, I would like to introduce few terms and terminology which are very essential for you when you start studying this topic. Okay, so first of all, I would like to introduce few terms, few concept to you, that because if you do not know these terms, these concepts, you cannot understand the sexual reproduction in plants. So first of all, I would like to show you a diagram here on my left. It is a diagram of longitudinal section of flower. It means if you have a flower, then you will cut that flower from the center longitudinally, vertically. So when you cut the flower longitudinally, you get this picture, and in this picture I show you the whole components one by one. So first of all, this is the stalk of the flower. Stalk of the flower means the filament which you hold when you hold any flower. Okay, so this is the stalk, and the scientific term which is used for stalk is known as pedicel, and the flowers which have pedicel are known as pedicellate flower. So this is the pedicel, this is the receptacle, this oblong broad part is known as the receptacle, which perceive all the wall of a flower. If the flower is a complete flower, and in this case the flower is a complete flower because all four whorls are here, and which are, I will tell you one by one. So on receptacle you see these leaf-like structures, and these leaf-like structures are in the form of whorl. So it means they are all around on the receptacle. So these are green leaf-like structure, which is known as sepal. Okay, the sepal is the green part, and inside this flower, the next whorl this colored petal is here. Actually, the second whorl of a flower is the petal. So the unit of this whorl is petal, and this petal is colored, and they are of different colors. As you know that flowers are of different colors, numerous colors. So it may be colored any color, like red, green, yellow, anything else. Okay, and the third whorl from outer to inward is the male reproductive part, which is known as stamen. Okay, so this is the unit of third whorl, the stamen, and stamen contains, these are the stamens, these filament, and the sullen part is known as stamen. This one unit is stamen, second stamen, third stamen, fourth, fifth, and sixth. There are 6 stamen here in this picture. So stamen consists of 2 parts. The sullen part, which contains the pollen grains, is known as anther. So it is a sac-like structure in which pollen grains are placed, and the anther holding filament is known as filament. The anther holding tube is known as filament. So there are 2 parts in stamens. the anther and the filament, and the pollen grains are found inside the anther. And now we go to the innermost wall, which is known as the female reproductive part, and this is known as pistil. And pistil consists of three parts: the receptacle, this flat sticky part is known as stigma, this tube is known as style, and this basal swollen part is known as ovary. And inside the ovary there is a ovule and egg. Egg is the main female germ cell of a flower. So this pistil consists of three parts. The flat sticky part is a stigma, the tube-like structure is a style, and the swollen part is the ovary. So these are four walls of any complete flower. Why I am telling this flower as a complete flower? Because this flower is also known as bisexual flower. Bisexual flowers mean that kind of flower contains both the male as well as the female reproductive parts. So this is the complete flower. Complete flower means all walls. There are four walls in a flower. The outermost is sepal, petal, stamen, and pistil. These are four parts of a bisexual or a complete flower. So this is all about the flower. Now I define you what is the reproductive parts in a flower. So now the question I also have told you that there are two main reproductive part in flowers. One is male and second is the female, and the male reproductive part is known as the stamen. Here is the complete picture of stamen, and the female reproductive part is pistil. And here I also have mentioned that stamen produces pollen grains, pistil produces eggs, and these are the germ cells which fuses together to form a zygote or a new plant. So on the basis of male and female reproductive part, on the basis of presence of male and female reproductive part, flower may be of two type. Like one is the unisexual, uni mean one and bi mean two. So unisexual flower and the bisexual flower. Unisexual flower is that flower which either contain stamen or pistil. It means a flower which contains either stamen or pistil. It means only one reproductive part, either male or female. So that flower is known as unisexual flower. And in bisexual flower, both the reproductive part, like male reproductive part and female reproductive part, are present, and such flower is known as bisexual flower. And the example of unisexual flower is papaya. Papaya means papita. And the bisexual flower, the example of bisexual flower is mustard. It means सरसों. आपने सरसों का येलो पौधा देखा होगा, येलो फ्लावर देखा होगा. तो that yellow flower is known as the bisexual flower on the basis of presence of reproductive parts. So this is all about the basic terminology of sexual reproduction in plants. And one more thing, that flower is the reproductive organ of any plant. It means that flower is the only part which is responsible for the sexual reproduction. And as you know that for some time any plant grows vegetatively, like the stem, the leaves and the roots grows, so all these grow, and this phase is known as vegetative phase. And when the flower arises, onto a plant, so it means that plant enters into the reproductive phase. So flower is the reproductive organ of the plant, and when flower occurs, it means the plant is going to enter into the reproductive phase. So this is all about the terminology of sexual reproduction, and in the next video we will discuss further. Till then,